What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Hold on, my bed looks a mess. I'm sorry, y'all. I just woke up. So that's why I'm kind of like a little bit discombobulated. By the way, I don't know why I have this sudden urge to film, but I just have this sudden urge to film this video. So, as y'all know, Blackpink released a comeback called Pink Venom. I'm not gonna give my details on Blackpink's comeback because I have a lot of shit to say. Like, first of all, why have they been releasing the same song since do? Like, why have y'all not switched it up yet? I mean, y'all switched it up a little bit with Don't Know What to Do and fucking Ice Cream with Selena Gomez, but I feel like Blackpink has been releasing the same shit, honestly. But today I'm going to do a reading on Blackpink's Jisoo. I don't know why I have this sudden urge to do this, but also the reason why I'm going to be doing this is because a lot of y'all have actually been wanting a reading on Jisoo. And I was like, that's crazy because I thought I would get Rosé more than Jisoo. But a lot of people have been asking to do a reading on Jisoo, so that's the fuck we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna be asking questions like, how does she feel about the comeback? What are her thoughts on certain members? Is she dating? Y'all already know the typical routine. I'm gonna be using my Rider-Waite classic tarot deck with this iridescent kind of like reflective look. Y'all already know, same shit. And yeah, another reason why I'm doing Jisoo after I already did Lisa is because this is how I feel. I'm gonna share how I feel about how the Blackpink members view each other. I feel like after Rosé, like I feel like Rosé is the one that's closest. Like, okay, I feel like Lisa feels the closest, like she has the closest relationship with Rosé, right? And then after Rosé would probably be Jisoo. And then after Jisoo, I would say she's probably the least close with Jennie. And I think it's because something happened that caused her to break that trust. Like something happened with Jennie where Jennie must have did something to Lisa that caused that trust to be broken. And then I feel like her relationship with Jisoo is a little bit like frenemies. Like they're cool, but they get in each other's nerves sometimes. I feel like out of all the Blackpink members, Lisa's probably the one that struggles with the relationship they have with each other the most. Like, I feel like she's the one that is a little more of like probably withdrawn. Like, I feel like the three of them, like Lisa, Rosé, and Jisoo, are probably closest with each other. And Lisa is like probably not as close because I don't know, like something about, I don't know, something how I feel like Lisa's a little bit like an outcast, not because of racism, but because of her energy. Like, you know that friend group you have and it's just that one person that is kind of like a little bit distant because of maybe their personality just doesn't really mix with the group. I feel like that would probably be Lisa. But yeah, like I said, I feel like after Jennie, Lisa is probably like the second least closest with Jisoo. But let's start off with a few questions, all right? So I'm gonna ask, how does Jisoo feel about Lisa? Let's ask that question. Ooh. A card just fell out. It was the Wheel of Fortune. But how does Jisoo feel about Lisa? I'm gonna pause this video real quick so I could go shuffle, and then I'm gonna come back with the cards. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit tricky. So first of all, we got the Nine of Cups, which I'm guessing means she feels pretty good with Lisa. Like, I feel like she feels pretty okay. Like, their relationship it's okay, right? So we got the Nine of Cups. Another card that we got is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune kept popping out, which I'm guessing could mean like she feels the relationship is a little bit unstable. Like, she feels like, you know, they have their moments where they're friends, but things could quickly turn left. Like, you know what I mean? It's always turning and twisting. Like, their relationship is pretty, we have our moments where we're cool, and we have our moments where we fight or when we disagree. I think there was like one part of like Blackpink's documentary, or I think it was something when they was on tour, and it had mentioned that Lisa and Jisoo had just visibly, it was so clear that they had gotten into an argument, and it was so bad to the point where it didn't even look like they physically wanted to touch each other. Like, it was that part where Blackpink was making a heart, two members up here, two members down here, and they just looked so awkward. Next, we have the Hierophant. Is she holding a secret? Like, I'm not gonna lie, there are some strange things going on in YG Entertainment, because every time I do a reading on YG, this card pops up, and this card always means that this card basically means, strict boundaries, restrainment, but it also means secrets. Like, I don't know. Wait, am I reading this wrong? Shit, hold on. Okay, so just scratch what I said about that whole card. I thought this was the High Priest, which I always get these two cards mixed up, the Hierophant and the Priest, but basically scratch what I just said, okay? I feel like this card means that she kind of views Lisa as a teacher. Like, she kind of looks up to Lisa. Like, say for example, they're learning a new dance. Jisoo doesn't really know what to do for the dance. She needs help. She looks to Lisa. So I think they have a very much like teacher-student kind of bond. It's like when she needs help, she can ask Lisa, right? Let me see. And next we have the Nine of Pentacles. We already discussed this. If y'all watch my Lisa tarot reading or whatever, we already know Lisa does not play about her money. She does not play about that money. Like, I think she's the member that is the most serious about money. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I'm a little bit rusty when it comes to tarot reading, so these are taking me like a while to understand. We have the Nine of Swords, which is never good. I just want to let y'all know that, unless it's reversed. That means they probably fight a lot. There's probably a lot of disagreements, a lot of arguing. Either that, or she feels like Lisa's fucking depressed, which I don't really get that. But yeah, probably some fights, some disagreements, some arguing here and there. Or maybe she feels like Lisa's not doing well mentally. Okay. Got the Page of Swords. But overall, she feels the world with her. Like, overall, it's kind of like one of those friendships I'm feeling where it's like, even though we fight, even though we tussle here and there, overall, she feels the world with her. And they have a pretty good friendship. Now, obviously, this is the Four of Swords. It doesn't always mean like romantic relationship. So I definitely would not say they have a romantic relationship. They do not. But they have a really good friendship. Alright, so next question is, how does Jisoo feel about Jennie? Right? So far, their relationship looks pretty cool. Like, they look to be pretty close. I think out of all the Blackpink members, Jennie probably feels the closest to Jisoo. So how is Jisoo and Jennie's relationship? How does Jisoo view Jennie? Y'all, I am shocked. I thought that Jennie and Jisoo were like super close, but these cards are saying something else. Okay, so the first card that I pulled is the Seven of Swords, y'all. Look at this. This is how Jisoo views Jennie. Basically, from what I'm getting from this card is that she feels like Jennie's a little sneaky, like, which is the same thing that I got when we did the Lisa reading. I thought something definitely happened. Here's what I'll say from what I'm getting from these cards. I don't know if Jennie's like completely innocent. It seems like something happened behind the scenes between Jennie and probably YG and the company, where Jennie must have did something that was probably very selfish. She probably must have did something that was like, she must have had a secret deal with YG that all of the Blackpink members eventually ended up finding out, that kind of hindered the group. Maybe it had something to do with her solo, like I'm not too sure. But from this card, I would say Jisoo does not trust Jennie. She thinks, I'm not gonna say she thinks Jennie is like a bad person, but she thinks Jennie's sneaky. Like something must have happened with Jennie cause I'm really excited to see Rosé's meeting, because from what I'm getting from this, I don't really think the Blackpink members really trust Jennie. Like something must have happened behind the scenes where Jennie must have did something probably around 2016, I would say 2018. She must have did something back in the day to the point where they just don't trust her. Because from what I'm getting from these cards, it seems like overall they have an okay relationship. Like, okay, let me finish. Ace of Wands, I would probably say they have a pretty like passionate, like that just means they have fun together. It's cool. It's it's very lighthearted. She feels very passionately about Jennie. She cares about Jennie basically, right? But then we have the Five of Cups. This means a loss, this means, kind of like, I almost feel like in a way this is Jisoo saying like, I thought you was a really good friend, I thought things were good, we had a good bond, and then out of nowhere that bond was broken, almost signifying this is like the loss of their friendship. I feel like, back when they did that As If It's Your Last comeback, I feel like Jisoo and Jennie were really close. Something must have happened between that time to the point where Jisoo does not trust Jennie. So I feel like due to something Jennie must have done, Jisoo and Jennie are like no longer friends, and this is kind of Jisoo being like, wow, I never expected this to happen, but this is kind of like the loss of their friendship, like a little bit of trust, like something must have happened, y'all. King of Swords, kind of like a ruler, somebody who rules with an iron fist, somebody who's very strong, who's very dominant. Of course, we have the Nine of Swords. Jennie's a moneymaker. She feels like Jennie has a lot of good stuff coming for her. She makes a lot of money. Okay. Or this could also mean they make a lot of money together as partners. The Chariot, starting on a new leaf. The Chariot, I was actually surprised to see this card, but it makes sense in relation to the other cards because probably this means forgiving somebody from the past, starting on a new leaf, starting on a new journey. Maybe when their friendship ended because of something Jennie must have done clearly, maybe she decided to forgive her and, just kind of move on, So this means I'm moving on. I forgive you. Let's move on. The Hangman, viewing from a different perspective. So I'm going to say this in relation to the Lisa tarot reading. It seemed like whatever Jennie must have done behind the scenes that probably was sneaky as fuck, it seems like Lisa is more unforgiving. Like she's more still on her toes, still skeptical, right? I feel like Lisa's a little bit like less accepting of whatever Jennie did, because I feel like whatever Jennie did behind the scenes probably must have hurt Lisa the most. I'm probably going to say it has something to do with money, because we already know Lisa does not play about her money. Did y'all see when I did the Lisa tarot reading, it was a whole lot of pentacles, which means a whole lot of money. She cares a lot about money, okay? When she made that money song, she was telling the complete truth. Like, she does not play about her money. So Jennie must have made a secret deal behind their back with YG, and when they found out, of course it probably hurt Lisa the most, because it's like, damn, I thought we were supposed to make money together. I thought we were in this together. But overall, this shows Jisoo looking at it from a different perspective, being like, you know what, even though you did what you did, I'm gonna forgive you, and I'm gonna forget it. I'm gonna leave it in the past. I'm looking at you from a different point of view. Right, that's the Hangman. Two of Cups. A friendship, obviously they're still communicating, so I would say they're still friends. They probably had a break in their friendship, I'm not gonna lie. Like something must have happened where they probably must have had a break in their friendship for a little bit, but it's like Again, the Chariot. They're starting on a new leaf. They're starting over. Let me see. Did I already say this? The Seven of Cups, yeah, leaving a situation. This signifies a breakup in a relationship. Obviously, in this case, we're talking about friendship. They weren't friends for a while. Queen of Cups, somebody who has control now. They have control over their emotions. They have control now. Now they're kind of like, I kind of see this as Jisoo being more aware of Jennie. Like, Jisoo's kind of like, now she's like, okay, now I see what type of person you are. Like, now I know how to watch myself when I'm around you. You know what I mean? Kind of like, you know what I mean? Let's pull out one more card. Disappointment. This is the Seven of Pentacles. You know what I mean? Making a lot of money, but disappointed, or being disappointed you don't have that money. Something must have happened with them between money, but that's all I gotta say. So overall, I would say their friendship right now, it's okay. It's pretty cool. It's nice. It's better. And I would probably say, look, again, the Fool, a new leaf, a new journey. Obviously, Blackpink did not just debut, so they didn't just become friends. I feel like something happened in the past between Jisoo and Jennie, where Jennie did something behind all of the members' back, and I feel like Jisoo is probably like the most forgiving. She's the most like, you know what, I forgive you. Let's start on a new leaf. Okay, something happened. Something happened. Yep, the Magician. I'm just picking up random cards. Longtime friends. She feels like they've been friends for such a long time. You know, why give up their friendship? Again, this is somebody who is sneaky. Like I said, whenever I do a reading on YG, this card likes to pop out. Something very shady is going on with YG Entertainment, y'all. And I feel like she feels like Jennie's untrustworthy, that she probably has communication. She's in close communication with YG. She has a lot of opportunities. And some of them could hinder Blackpink. That's how I feel like Jisoo feels about Jennie. I feel like she feels like Jennie is somebody who has a lot of opportunities. She has a lot of options. And, you know, she could possibly take them, and one of those options could possibly hurt her. You know what I'm saying? Overall, you know, pretty happy though. Like I said, it's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting from Jisoo is very different from the vibe that I'm getting from Lisa. When I did that reading on Lisa and Jennie, it kind of felt like Lisa, you know, it's like, okay, you're cool, you know, we're cool, but I really don't trust you. Jisoo, I feel like she's the most forgiving. She's the most, you know what, we're going to start on this new leaf. Helping each other out, money. And like I said, again, moving on from a horrible situation. I'm going to say this. It's something about Jennie's solo. I think it was like 2 years ago, when Jennie visibly looked unhappy dancing with Blackpink on the stage. Like, something happened with Jennie's solo behind the scenes, but that's all I'm going to say. We're going to leave it there. Next question. How does Jisoo feel about Blackpink's recent comeback, Pink Venom? Let's ask that. How does Jisoo feel about Blackpink's recent comeback, Pink Venom? I'm actually I'm very like, wow, like these answers are shocking me. Like, definitely the reading so far, the member that has shocked me the most during their reading, I would probably say is Jisoo. Like, she has a lot of, okay, but this was the first card that I pulled out in regards to how Jisoo feels about Blackpink's recent comeback, Pink Venom. Strength. You know, she feels like she has to be strong during these times. She feels like, you know, this back when, like, it's like feeling like before when they used to do comebacks regularly, like, she has to have a lot of strength, basically. Like, you gotta, like, you know, when you're preparing yourself for war, like, you gotta be ready to do all those fucking, all of those promotions, all of those, I don't, are they gonna perform the song? Like, that's one thing I feel about Blackpink. They need to go back to like doing what other K-pop groups do and performing and shit. But yeah, she feels like she has to be strong. She feels like, you know, she needs to be strong during these times. She needs to be physically strong, mentally ready for what's about to come, because it's a lot. I can't even imagine. But surprisingly, we got the Five of Swords. Again, every time it's a reading on YG Entertainment, something shady's going on behind the scenes, something we don't know about. There's something going on behind the scenes with YG Entertainment. Something regarding Blackpink's comeback. And I'll say this. I noticed YG Entertainment is really pushing this comeback. Like, they're pushing it way more than they did How You Like That. Like, they're doing music reactions. Like, they're pumping in a lot of money into this comeback. A lot of money that hopefully they'll make back. I mean, it's Blackpink. Of course they're going to make that money back, but something shady going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. Something untrustworthy. Then we got the Nine of Swords. It's a nightmare, basically. She's mentally going through it. Like, it might not appear that way on camera because obviously she's a K-pop idol. Idols learn how to put their emotions to the side and put on a front for their fans because that's their job. But I would say mentally she's going through it. Maybe she's being overworked. Maybe I'm going to ask this question. It almost feels like Jisoo doesn't really want to be an idol anymore. Like, is she done? Like, it feels like she's tired. Like, you know, maybe they've been overworking themselves a little bit. But overall, Page of Pentacles, she feels like this is a money opportunity. This is an opportunity to reestablish themselves in the music scene as K-pop idols. It's a time to make money again. It's a time to, you know what I mean, just hop back on their shit. The Six of Cups, the Six of Cups. She feels like, you know, it's starting to feel like, you know, like normal again. Like when they used to come back all the time. Like, it's kind of like a youthful feeling, like, oh my gosh, I haven't felt this in a long time, because mind you, Blackpink took a long hiatus and they're finally back. So she's feeling like, you know, getting back into the groove, like old times. Eight of Swords. I remember pulling this card when talking about Jennie and if she still wants to be an idol. She feels stuck. Jisoo feels mentally like she's trapped. Like, I don't think Jisoo wants to be an idol anymore. It feels like she's feeling trapped, like she doesn't know what to do. But yeah, they're in communication with companies and brands. They're making money. Okay, they're making money. She's talking. This is her, like, talking to companies and shit, making revenue. Ace of Wands. Overall, I would say she does feel passionate about this comeback. She feels like they're getting back into the groove. It's feeling like old times. So, you know, she does feel like, I feel like she has a lot of emotions. I feel like on one hand, she's happy to be back, you know, getting back in the groove and having comebacks like they normally do, but I don't think she can handle, like, she needs strength, and I feel like that's what she's missing right now. Like, she just can't handle it. Why does this keep pausing? But overall, a lot of emotions. And yeah, like, you know, she's looking off into the distance. This is her having an opportunity, looking somewhere else. I'm gonna take this card, the Two of Wands, as in her hand, she's holding the comeback, right? She's holding the life of a K-pop idol. But on the other hand, she's looking to other opportunities. So maybe she feels like this comeback is giving more opportunities for her. Or she's starting to realize, I don't want to be a K-pop idol. You know, like, I don't think I want to do this anymore. Like, maybe I should be an actress. Like, I feel like she wants to be an actress. I feel like she's looking to be an actress rather than a K-pop idol right now. But yeah, she has a lot of emotions. She feels happy on one hand, and on the other hand, she feels unhappy. She feels overworked. She feels tired. Okay? But let me ask this one question. Does Jisoo, my bad, does Jisoo want to be an idol still? Because it feels like she doesn't want to be an idol. So, oops. Okay, does Jisoo still want to be a K-pop idol? Is she tired of the idol life? I will say this. Again, I'm going to compare it to Jennie's reading, her reading that I did on her. She's definitely not as bad as Jennie was back in, like, I would say 2018 when Jennie was going through the constant controversy. She's not depressed. I feel like she's just tired. Like, she's bored. Like, it's not the same for her anymore. Like, she thought this is what she wanted. Wait, I don't even think Jisoo wanted to be a K-pop idol in the first place. I think she was actually trying to be an actress. So it makes a lot of sense. But first of all, we got the Three of Wands, which is looking for other opportunities. Overall, I would say she doesn't hate the idol life, but she just doesn't really enjoy it. Like, it's not her thing. Like, you know, when you have a calling in life, and for example, say you enroll into college, right, and you're doing architect, right? You think, oh, I want to be an architect. That's what I want to do. You get in college. It's good for a while. And then after a few years, you're just kind of like, wait, I'm realizing this is not my passion. Like, I just don't feel passionate about it anymore. It's become more of a burden. And then you realize, oh shit, I actually wanted to do fashion. So I feel like that's what it is. Like, she thought this is what she wanted at first, but now she's starting to realize the passion is kind of dimming a little bit. Let's see this. I feel like she would continue being an idol because of the money, the revenue, the expenses that come from being an idol. Like, you know, Blackpink has become very sensationalized now. So it's like, she makes a lot of money being an idol. You know what I mean? She gets brand deals. She gets all this nice stuff. So it's like, she might not have the passion for it, but she will continue being an idol because of the money that she gets from it. The Seven of Wands. It's hard. You know, this is her probably dealing with her company, YG Entertainment, all of this shit. This is probably her dealing with fans online constantly attacking her or coming at her or criticizing her. She feels like it's tiring, okay? This is somebody that's always on edge. Well, technically that's another card, but this is somebody that's fighting people, you know, feeling like the world is against you, feeling like you have to combat all the time. Okay, not very pleasant. Ace of Cups. It's a lot for her. Like, I would say it would be a hard decision for her to make. Like, it feels like she's more on the fence about it. Like, Jennie, when we did Jennie reading, it was clear around that time she did not want to be an idol. She's done. She's done. She's tired. Jisoo is more on the fence. Like, it's a lot of emotions for her. It's a big decision. It's a big decision. Who knows if will she renew the contract? We're going to ask that question right after this. The Moon. There's some very shady business. That's all I have to say. Like, Jisoo is the one that seems to be the most, like, apprehensive about the secrets that are being withheld inside of that trash-ass company. Okay? Like, Jisoo seems to be the one that's, like, not okay with the secrets that they're holding. Like, there's some shady shit, and she does not want to be a part of it. She feels like within the life of being a K-pop idol, there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that I feel like she's tired of dealing with. Again, Four of Swords. She is tired. She wants a break. Like, she, you know, she's... That's all I could really say. She's just... I feel like she's a little bit just... It's tiring for her, okay? She needs a break. She wants to get it over with. And then we have the Six of Swords, moving on from a difficult situation. She feels like, you know what? Even though this life is tiring, I'm going to just keep going. I'm going to keep pushing through. This is her pushing through, even though she's tired, even though she doesn't like it. I'm going to just finish off these years. I'm going to finish off the contract and just do what it do. Now, next question. Will Jisoo renew her contract? Let's ask that question. Like I said, with the Jennie reading, I think the answer was yes, that she will renew the contract. But she doesn't really want to, but I feel like I don't know. It'll be a hard decision, I will say, for the Blackpink members to decide whether or not they want to renew their contract or not. But let's ask that question for Jisoo. I'll be right back with the cards. I'm not gonna lie to you, the answers are looking very similar to Jennie's. Did I even ask if Lisa will renew her contract? I don't know. But let's get this over with. I'm gonna say this. Jisoo looks like she's done. She looked like she's tired and she's ready to go. So this is the first card I pulled, right? Will Jennie renew her contract with YG as a K-pop idol? The 5 of Cups, a loss. This symbolizes a loss of something. Maybe she's kind of like, this is her feeling on the inside, like she's ready to let go. Like she did what she had to do. It was fun while it lasted. She's ready to let go. Really? Shit, lost that card. Just like how she about to lose her mind making this decision. But then we have the 4 of Cups. She's unsatisfied. This shows them kind of offering her a deal. Maybe like, if you renew your contract, we'll give you this much. And this is her being unsatisfied with that. Probably not accepting it. Or I could be taking that completely out of context. This is probably her being unsatisfied with the life as a K-pop idol. She's kind of like, the life is good. There's nothing wrong with my life. I'm enjoying it, but it's just not for me anymore, right? We have the Tower card, a disaster, a change. This is not always negative. It could just signify a transformation. You know what I mean? Just a change in something. I'll say this. Something's gonna happen in the company that's gonna be big, and it's gonna change her perspective a lot. Maybe this is her declining the offer, and then there's just like this big disaster happening after. I don't know. Again, y'all already know. The 7 of Swords, sneaky. She does not trust YG Entertainment. I feel like this. Jisoo knows YG is a shady company, and she does not trust them at all. I'll say that much. She does not trust them at all. Page of Swords. Like I said, this will be something for her to think about. This will be a hard decision to make. She's not really sure what to do. She's stuck. But overall, she wants a break. Okay, y'all? She's tired. She needs a break. Again, it's like going to war every day. Like, she's tired of fucking being a K-pop idol. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. She's tired, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Moving on from a different situation. Overall, will she renew her contract? Probably not. I'm not sure. It seems like she will renew her contract, but she's not going to be happy about it. She's not. She's ready to let go. But overall, yeah, y'all, that was that. I feel like overall, will she renew her contract? Probably not. And if she does, she's not going to like it. She's going to be very unhappy. That's all I'm going to say. I feel like overall, Jisoo's just kind of ready to move on. Kind of like the same thing with Jennie. Like, she's ready to let go. Again, heartbreaking situation. That just fell out. I wasn't even shuffling. But it's going to break her heart. It's going to break a lot. It's going to be a very difficult situation to make. She might not renew her contract. Maybe not as a K-pop idol. I don't know. But let's ask this last question. Is Jisoo in a relationship? Is she romantically involved with someone? I will say this. She's definitely in a relationship. Y'all already know when this card comes out, she's definitely in a relationship. It doesn't feel like a new relationship. It feels like this is somebody she's been dealing with for a while. Okay, this is somebody she's been dealing with for a while. They might get married. I don't know if she'll be with him forever though, but they might get married. I would say this is somebody she works with behind the scenes. Probably somebody she did a show with. Because we already know Jisoo does acting on the side. I think this is somebody she did a show with. She was on a show with. Somebody who she works with. Somebody who she makes money with, obviously. So this isn't somebody who's unknown. This is probably another I wouldn't say idol, but actress, because that's the vibes that I'm getting. A new beginning. Like I said, this doesn't feel new. It feels like they've been dating for a couple of months now. I would say that. Finding balance. A loss. Queen of Cups, managing her emotions. But overall, they're pretty happy. So she's in a happy relationship. She's doing pretty good. And it's not new, by the way. It feels like they've been dating for a while. And if anything, it's probably an actress that she has worked with or is still working with. And yeah, that's pretty much that. But yeah, y'all, that is Blackpink's Jisoo's reading. Should I do an extra question just for fun? Sure. Nah, I'm done. The cards that I just seen, I'm done. But yeah, overall, that is Jisoo's reading. Let me know what y'all thought. Overall, I would say Jisoo's the one that's the most confused. She seems the most conflicted and confused about certain things. She doesn't like the secrecy that goes on behind the scenes. I would say that. She knows a lot of secrets. Just as I was talking about it, the moon card came out. She knows a lot of shit that goes on within the darkness. And it's definitely not good. She's not okay with it. And she's ready to move on. Like I said, she's on the fence. And she's ready to move on. But yeah, that was it. Hopefully y'all enjoy this. If not, but if so, thank you for coming here. Let me know in the comments below. What readings do y'all want next? Do y'all want a rosé meeting or do y'all want a YG Entertainment reading? Do y'all want a BTS reading? Should I start reading BTS? Should I read any other K-pop groups, or just give me suggestions on what y'all want to see next? I'll probably do a rosé reading after this, but thank y'all for coming. I'm a little bit rusty, okay, because I just came back and I've been feeling spiritually dead, so it's hard for me to kind of get back into my spiritual self after feeling that way, but hopefully I did a good job. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.